So this is our table. Okay. Now for column index, that is, we're looking for the first name, so that's 1 and 2, that's column 2. And we are going to use the exact match because we're looking for a specific employee, so that is 0. Alright, and since we are going to use it later on the next fields, then we're just going to lock our range and close our formula, and there. So we get NA because we don't have anything here yet. Okay. Alright, so let's move on. I'm just gonna drag this and I'm going to change the column index. So for the last name, that's 3. And then for the email, that's column index 4. Then for department, that's column index 5. And the last one, the start date or hire date. Start date, it's column index 6. Okay. So right now it's just showing NA because we don't have anything here yet. So it's not looking for anything yet. So okay, let's just test our formula and look for 742. 742. There you go. Let's have another one. Let's have 172. Okay. Easy breezy. Alright, let's move on to our next example. So here we have this column wherein we have barangays with their corresponding sales, and then we're going to get their commission. Okay? So we have here the sales commission percentage that we're going to use to compute for their commission. Now, we are going to use the approximate match. So how are we going to use approximate match, and why are we going to use that on this particular table? Because here, what's important in the approximate match is that we arrange the values in this order, so that when the system looks for an approximate match, it will give us the value. Say for example, we have 171, and here we don't have $171,900, but the closest value is $125,000 and $175,000. Approximate match will give us the lower amount, or the lower match. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that. So that's VLOOKUP. Our lookup value is this one, so we're going to log our lookup value, so F4, and since we're going to drag it down later on, then just have to allow our row reference to be changed. Our table array is this one. Lock our range, and our column index is 2, and of course we are going to use the match, which is 1. So we got 6% because here it match. It's between $125,000 and $175,000, but it will choose the lower amount and give us what we're looking for, corresponding to this amount is the 6%. Okay, now all we need to do is drag it. So we already have the commission percentage for our table. So now we'll just compute the barangay commission, which is just doing that. Alright, so let's move on to example number 3 for our VLOOKUP. So here I've already prepared the data for our student. So this is for their grades. So this is a nested formula wherein, of course, we have to individually compare the values. But since we have not discussed this yet, I will have a separate video on how to use if and nested if. For now, we're going to use VLOOKUP, and you'll discover that VLOOKUP is a very powerful function in Excel because we don't have to go through this to be able to get what we're looking for in another table. We're just going to simply use the same syntax, which is we're going to do now. So our lookup value is, of course, the score, and our table array, this one. Okay, and we're looking for the column index, which is 2. Alright, and of course, it's always, is it an exact match? No, because we have, so we are going to use the approximate match. So that is 1. Okay. Oh, by the way, let me introduce to you the naming of ranges. And that's the use of our name box. Our name box is located here. So how are we going to use this one? It's simply selecting the range that you want to name, and we'll just name this as our reference. Enter. So in our formula, we can just use the name of our table, which is reference. Or so that even if we select that, it will already give us the name of our table. Alright, so it's cleaner that way, right? And now all we need to do is to drag it, and voila, there you have it. So let's check the values. Since we use approximate match, and this is 84, 84 is between 75 and 87, and as I mentioned earlier, since it's approximate match, it will give you, or it will choose or select the lower amount. That's the reason why if we are going to use approximate match, we should arrange our data. And since it's 75, then the grade is C. At least we don't have to do all this logic. All we need to do is just use the lookup and use approximate match. So that's it for this video. It's very simple and different ways on how to use VLOOKUP. Alright, so I hope you learned something today, and do not forget to click on the notification bell to, of course, be notified once I upload new videos, and subscribe to my channel. It's me, Meow Meow.